Hey, this your boy Armed Forces Sports TV. I'm coming back with another video, and you know, a lot late or a little bit late, but better late than never. I'm doing this video about Charlamagne, and I want to talk about Charlamagne because honestly, I never been a big fan of Charlamagne. Honestly, I'm not. Like, and I'm not just saying this because now all the evidence and things coming out about what he said. No, I never been a big fan of Charlamagne because I always felt like Charlamagne always felt like he was a weirdo. Little freaky dude. Like, he a dude I wouldn't trust him to fix my own drink. And I always felt that from him. You know what I'm saying? I've always felt that because, I seen sometimes he'll say suspect things to the male guest. He'll say suspect things to the female guest. But all these interviews that's coming out now, hey, I ain't no cat said all that. I'm glad I waited to make my video. Because when it first came out, I'm like, man, the dude say little frisky stuff. And for me, I could understand him getting a lawsuit for saying some nasty shit. Like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna put my tongue in your ass. Some crazy shit like that. Or I could have seen him getting a sexual harassment case. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But a rapist? No, I never took him for a rapist. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But I never ruled it out. Because a lot of them little freaky ass dudes like that, a lot of times they are rapists, you know? But he doesn't get a pass for what he's been accused of, and he definitely doesn't get a pass because he didn't said a lot of suspect shit. Charlamagne's biggest problem, he's a great author. I've read 3 of his books. He's a great radio show host because he creates the controversy. He's consistent. He gets the interviews with, I would say, as far as the black community and some white people, I would say, and some Hispanic people also. I would say everybody and their mama. He own it with the interviews. He controls the interviews. Interviews pretty much go how he wants. But the thing, Charlamagne's biggest problem, and I think he would have been okay without this, he has diarrhea of the mouth, which means shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Stop saying weird shit. If you're gonna be a freak, at least be a smart freak. At least shut your motherfucking mouth. What's the point of you coming out and saying all the things you say? What are you doing? I guess trying to show off that you're a freak? I mean, I don't know. I ain't that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down with all the little weird shit, and that ain't me. Half of the time, if you ever meet any females I deal with, they'll tell you. He don't talk to you at all. He don't say nothing to you. He don't whistle at you. He just give you that look. You know what I'm saying? That look, hey, I'm ready to go. That's the look I give you. Catch it, you bite it, then you do. If you don't catch, you don't bite it, then you keep moving. I gotta work in the morning. I ain't got time to play with you all night or all day. But with that being said, I just checked out 78 Sports TV, his last video about Charlamagne, and he absolutely right. And this is why I fuck with 78 Sports TV, because of the simple fact that, I don't know the guy, I'm from the Midwest also. I'm from the Chicago area. But when I listen to his videos, I really feel like he just take words out of my mind or out of my mouth. Like, and I really listen. The difference between the person that hears and listens, the person that hears, they only hear the words and they think about their emotions. A person that listens is a person that processes every word that they say, which means they process the words that are being said. They process the tones of the words. They process the person that the words are coming from. They understand the lingo. When they don't understand the word or understand the lingo, they give somebody a call, or they get into a dictionary or the source to say, hey, what does that mean? Even if you ask a couple of random people, hey, you from Milwaukee, what does this mean? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? So you can get an understanding. That way you're not judging the person wrongfully. And he's right. There is a pedophile in every family. I don't have very much family, but the family that I do have, so far I only know about one. And I knew that the cat was a pedophile. I could tell because I heard things about him. You know what I'm saying? And I happened to be at my great grandmother's house, which is like a mother to me. I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? If she was alive today, she would be 89 if she was alive today. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, she didn't make it that long. My great grandmother, love her to death. Big Shot, that's her nickname. But I remember this cat. He lived in the house with us, and I didn't know he was a pedophile until, I left Chicago. Now I went down to Louisiana to visit my family, and my auntie slipped up and said it. I don't know if she slipped up and said it or said it as a warning, but my auntie said it. So and so's a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? She didn't say he's a pedophile, but she said he messed with kids, and she told me somebody that he messed with, and she didn't tell me exactly who it was, but she told me that it was somebody that he messed with. You know what I'm saying? And I might have been 12 or 13. I didn't understand, but my family wasn't very fond of me when I was a child because of the simple fact that I was very keen to spirits. I was very keen to fuck shit. So I had an idea that this dude was up to some weird shit. And I remember one day I was getting dressed, and I feel when the motherfucker's watching me, and I look back, and this motherfucker at the door. As soon as I see him at the door, I turn the fuck around like, oh, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? And I was a little kid, but I knew, oh shit, this nigga up to some weird shit. And I didn't know it was done sexually, but I knew that it wasn't right. I've never turned around and seen any other man at the door. They'd come up to the door talking shit, pop you upside the head, punch you in the chest, and walk off. You know how your uncles do and your older cousins do. They fuck with you, kick your ass and shit, try to make you tough. But this nigga just standing at the door chilling. I said, hey. I said, what you doing? And he was like, what you mean what I'm doing? Bro, I'm getting dressed. Like, you just here. Like, lingering. Those aren't the exact words, but me thinking back as a child, that's what I was thinking. You just lingering. And he was like, what? Nigga, you gay or something? Ain't nobody looking at you. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, yeah. I just stood there. And he eventually walked off, and I closed the door. And I knew that nigga was up to something. Charlamange, he one of them type of dudes. Freaky, weird-ass dude. And you can feel it if you're keen to it or if you understand it. But everybody ain't born with them senses. I was born with those senses. And I didn't know, at that time, I didn't know what the fuck a pedophile was. I didn't know nothing about that. All I knew is that I was a kid and I wanted to hang out with my friends, but something didn't rub me right with this guy. Something didn't rub me right. And I was never close to him. I didn't fuck with him at all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna come sit on the couch? Hell no. I'm going to bed. Hey, you gonna come? I'm going with my friends. And he really disliked me because of that. Like, out of all the people that were in the house or family I had around, he was the one that was the toughest on me. And there wasn't no lesson behind it. It was pretty much, I'm punishing you because you're not dumb. And I've never been dumb. So anybody on YouTube that thinks that they're gonna recruit me to some dumb shit or think that they're gonna tell me that, I don't care what nobody say, think they're gonna tell me that the LDBC is bad and the LDBC is crazy or uncivilized, it ain't gonna happen. I listen too hard. I hear everything. It ain't nothing you can slip past me because I truly listen and I have a vocabulary. Because my grandmother told me, if you want to work your way around these devils and listen, because she was an English teacher, she said, read the dictionary. And I sat back and I read that dictionary. And every word in the English language has many different meanings, different definitions, how you use them, and things like that. I'm not stupid, bro. I completely understand what a lot of you guys are trying to do. And I mention the LDBC here and there, I listen to a lot of their videos, but what you guys don't understand is this. I listen to a lot of your videos also. My heart doesn't pick sides. My mind and my intellect pick sides with the information and the proof that I'm given. You get what I'm saying? But what you don't realize is that I know when you're wrong and I know when you're right, and I know what an opinion is. Wrong is wrong and right is right. An opinion, everybody has an opinion. So I know what an opinion is. And like 78 said, as far as y'all guys, y'all heard what this dude was saying about people when coming in his comment section defending these pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? A pedophile is a pedophile. Once I find out and I got an idea that for sure you're a pedophile, I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, whatever you are. Now you no longer have a color. When you're a pedophile, you're demonic. That's how I look at you. You're a demonic person if you're a pedophile. Because with today's climate and today's time, you know you're not supposed to be messing with nobody under the age of 18. Now, if you're 18 and she's 17, I don't have a problem with that. If you're 17 and she's 16 or 15, I don't have a problem with that. If you're 19 and she's 17, I don't have a problem with that. But 20 is when you're pushing it, when you're 20. And for me, I'm strict on it because I'm different. When I was 17 years old, and this is going to be hypocritical, when I was 17 years old is when I first started messing with my first lady consistently. She's not my wife now. Me and her actually don't talk at all. You know, I see her here, and I actually haven't seen the lady in 6 or 7 years. When I was 17, the lady that I was dealing with, she was about 36 or 37. You know what I'm saying? Same age as my mother. Actually, at the time, I think she was older than my mother. Because I was 17, she's 36, 37. My mother had me when she was 17. So I would say, yeah, she's older than my mother. My mother had me when she was 16. So with that being said, I do kind of understand it, you know. But she wouldn't know no shit where I'm going to take advantage of you. Nah, you can't take advantage of me. I'm too smart. I'm too quick. But I understand that all young men and all young women aren't that smart. And they aren't that quick. So I can't base my relationship with the older woman based on other people's relationships with older women and older men. You know, when I was 17, I had a full beard, body full of muscles, you know what I'm saying? And pretty good brain. For a man that age. Wasn't slow at all. Wasn't shit she could necessarily pull on me. You know what I'm saying? But Charlamange, freaky dude, man. Weird dude. And I ain't gonna lie, I did get a dude a lot of passes for the weird shit that he said. But all these interviews that's coming out now, you know, man, it's not looking good for him. It's not. And I'm glad it's not looking good for him. Do I love his commentary? Do I think it's funny as hell? Yeah, I think dude funny than a motherfucker. And he got in the wrong line of work. I think he should have been a comedian. That's just me. Because to me, he funny as hell. He should have been a comedian. But he's, you know, a radio personality and things like that. But he got diarrhea in the mouth. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Why would you go on camera and say that? But that's how you know he's the true freak. He's a true pedophile. He let it all hang out. And I'm pretty sure his publicist or his PR guy told him, hey man, don't say that shit no more. That shit weird. You know what I'm saying? But by then it was too late. It was already recorded. And that's the thing with the internet. When you say and you do certain things, it's already there. It's stuck there. People save things. People save videos. People save text messages. People save emails. So any dirt that you've done, especially when you get famous or you make something out of yourself, people gonna be looking for that bag. It's gonna come back. They ain't forgot. So Charlamagne gotta understand that, and let that be a lesson to all you young black men. Be careful what you do. Be careful what you do. Because one day, if you become successful, if you become rich, if you become famous, all the bullshit that you did back in the day is going to come back. And it could be 15, 20, 30 years. Look at Bill Cosby. 30 fucking years later, the shit came back as general public knowledge, not as small or private public knowledge. That's what it was before. I've heard people say that. You know what I'm saying? But in Chicago, we got a lot of respect for Bill Cosby. A lot of respect. I've always respected him. But people forget, we didn't have respect for Bill Cosby. It was Dr. Huxtable that we loved. We didn't love Bill Cosby. We didn't know a goddamn thing about Bill Cosby. It was Dr. Huxtable. He was the father that we always wanted. The father with the best advice. The father with the big house. The father that never put his hands on you, but he could chastise you and get you to do what he wanted to do with his mind and with his words. That's what we fell in love with. That's why we fucked with Bill Cosby so good, because he was such a great actor. We fell in love with Dr. Huxtable. It was never Bill Cosby. But little did we know, Bill Cosby was just a fucking freak. He was. Do I think that he raped them women? Do I think that he tricked them? People gonna look at me crazy, but you know what, honestly? I still don't think he tricked them women. I think them women thought that they was gonna get the bag. I think they thought they was gonna get the money. I think they thought that they was gonna get a spot on the show, or he was gonna put him in the movie when it wasn't that. So they knew they was getting into some freak shit. You know what I'm saying? And he knocked them off, tore their ass up, you know what I'm saying, while they was sleeping, because he liked that shit. I haven't forgot what that shit is. I know they call it the Cinderella drone, but there's a medical term for it, and I don't remember what it is. You know what I'm saying? And they thought that by doing that shit, they was going to get something out of it. And what he did was, he left them with a headache and a sore pussy. But you knew that you was going to get a headache and a sore pussy anyway, or a sore ass, whatever he was into, or a sore throat. Like I said, whatever the guy was into, but you thought that you was going to get a fat bank account and some stardom after that. And I think that if they would have got that fat bank account and that stardom after that, we wouldn't be having these problems today. But they didn't get that. They just got the soreness. They didn't get no massages and no island trips and, you know, no model magazines. They didn't get none of that shit. So I think they're mad about it. And I feel like it was orchestrated, that they all came out at the same time. I don't believe in coincidences. If a car passes once and then the car passes twice, take your ass in the house. Don't say maybe he looking for somebody. Well, he ain't fucking looking for me. He ain't text me or call me or email me. He ain't fucking looking for me. So I'm gonna take my ass in the house. Being aware of your situation. But Cosby built up all that freaky shit, and the only thing I can say is salute to his wife for standing by his side. Because there's a lot of women that will leave your ass when you get in situations like that. She stood by his side. She did what she had to do. She knew the type of nigga that he was. That's why she stood behind his side. I mean, she stood by his side 10 toes down. She knew what type of guy he was. Charlamange wife too. She gonna stay by his side. She knew what type of dude she had. You know, he talking about girls farting in his mouth. I'm pretty sure that, you know, she didn't fart it and he didn't put his face in her ass. You know what I'm saying? And she probably thought, that's mad weird. Like, why would you put your face in my ass if I farted? So she knew what type of dude she had. She knew what type of nigga he was. You know what I'm saying? But she loved him. There's something that he did to her that made her really fuck with him. And I think what it was is that he was a funny nigga. He's entertaining. He's great for outings and parties and things like that. And women are into that type of shit. And he might be, you know, he might be a pedophile, but he's probably, you know, a good husband. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what a dude does? Probably, you know, he sound like he love his wife. You know, he might rub her little feet, rub her back, tell her, goddamn girl, that ass looking fat than a motherfucker. Women like shit like that. Even if it's not polished, or if it's not on some Tyrese Genuine shit, they still like it. They like the fact that they man admires them. You know what I'm saying? So Charlamagne, he has the gift of gab. I know what it is. Because most of my friends that I hang out with, they have the gift of gab. I have it also, but I don't use it because that gift of gab will get your ass in trouble. You start getting too many motherfuckers that want to be in your face. That shit get your ass in trouble. Don't do that shit. Not no more. I want the gift of gab for business, not for friends. So I'm learning, but this Charlamange guy and y'all guys that's protecting this guy, after he said what he said and the comments then came out, get the fuck out of here. And I'm probably one of the last people to make their first video on this, guys. I'm sure I am. I'm one of the last guys to make their first video about this. And it's not because I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It was just because I really wanted to see if the guy did it. I really did. So I had to read the articles, go back and look at the interviews and shit like that. And I was like, damn, I feel like he did it. If I was sitting on a jury stand and they showed me these videos, they showed me these articles, they grabbed these snippets from his talk show. And I don't fuck with snippets, because people can take a snippet, which is a small section of the interview, and they can completely twist it. But what I did when they did a snippet, I would go back and watch the video, and I would watch the 10 minutes before the snippet and the 10 minutes after. And it'd be like just some off the wall pervert shit that he said. And if you notice, DJ Envy, he don't get involved in that type of shit that he say. He don't. DJ Envy don't play that shit. He say some old freaky pedophile or freaky weird shit. DJ Envy be like, Charlamagne, you crazy. But back to what I was saying. DJ Envy know. Everybody on that set and that show, they know. We not getting involved in that shit. And I'm pretty sure behind his back, they probably told him. Well, not told him, but behind his back, they probably talk about it. Oh, he gonna get fucked up one day. He gonna get caught. And they gonna take all that stuff he said when y'all should have been real black people and say, hey man, you acting like a real fucking weirdo right now. Straighten your fucking act up. You can say the little weird freaky shit, but be very careful what you say. Don't go too far with it. Make it funny, because you are a radio personality, but you're a comedian. You're not listed as a comedian, but you could be a comedian. You say real funny shit. But there's a difference between being funny and being creepy. Even a comedian knows that there's a difference between being funny and being creepy. He don't understand that. He don't get it. A comedian has a stage. When they say something, they can see people's faces. They can see people's reactions. Whether they laugh or they, that shit was nasty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, that was fucked up. He don't get that. He just saying what the fuck he want to say. And the people on the show ain't real enough to say, hey, don't ever do that shit again. You ain't got to say it on air after. Don't ever do that shit again, bro. Don't ever do that again. And the reason why I would have said it to him off the air is because you're making me look bad. I got daughters. I got kids. I got females that are in my life. And if I'm sitting up here giggling at the dumb shit that you saying, motherfuckers might say, you know what? He might be a little freak too. He just might be sneakier. He might just know to keep his mouth shut about the freaky shit that he do. No, sir. We don't run them type of games. You probably could say that about that one interview, because I don't believe in handling business public. I believe in doing it privately. And I believe in getting on your ass, getting in your face. Even if I have to risk me put my hands on you, which I don't like to do. But I'd have told him, if you ever do that shit again, with my face next to your face, because I'm associated with you, I will beat you the fuck up. And immediately he would have thought, let me not do that shit again. And matter of fact, you done been to my house, you done been to my barbecues and all of that. You sound like a fucking weirdo. Don't come to my house no more until you get some help. And I guarantee you that would have changed. You don't have to shame a person publicly. And like what 78 was saying with his subscribers, I'm not condoning what the fuck they doing. I feel like that comment that they sent you about, oh, you real proud of shaming a black man, you don't send that privately. Because now you're trying to shame 78. You're trying to shame him for getting on a pedophile's ass when a pedophile is wrong. 78 ain't wrong. So now you want to shame 78 for shaming a pedophile. You want to shame the man that's right for shaming the man that's wrong. Why would you shame somebody that's right? You send 78, you send that brother a video, personal, or to his email if you have contact with him, and let him know how you feel. If he tell you piss off, fuck you, I block you, whatever. That's his right as a man. But you're doing something publicly that's wrong, and then you're saying he's doing something that's publicly that's wrong. Don't do that. That brother's entitled to his opinion. And I feel like he shouldn't have said it necessarily publicly. But oh well, fuck it. It's already out there anyway. It ain't like he was the first one to break the news. Man, that shit is everywhere. It's too late by now. Let that man get his views. Let that man get his money. You know what I'm saying? It's already too late. It's already known. Fuck it. He got to deal with that. Charlamange got to deal with that. 78 ain't no big, like, super news channel that reaches millions of people in one day. No. He doing his thing now. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. But don't sit there and try to focus on him like he's the problem. So just like you're messaging him, make sure you message CNN. Make sure you message NBC. Make sure you message those channels that have almost 1 million subscribers. Message them too. Message everybody. Be fair across the board. And that's how I know you're not biased. And that's why he says, y'all attack me because y'all feel like I'm talking to you. You got a personal problem with me. And he feels that way because you're not being fair across the board. Be fair across the board. And let him know that you're being fair across the board. But like I said, that information's already out there. He ain't doing nothing but putting the dent in the big dent that's already there. You know what I'm saying? Putting out the content. That's his job, to put out content. Your man's ain't got no job. He work for himself. He make his own money. So he doing his own thing. But y'all gotta understand, you can't protect no pedophile. You can't protect no thief. You can't protect no, even though people might disagree with you, can't protect no dope dealers. You can't protect none of them because of the simple fact that all of them are a detriment to the community. And pedophiles is a big problem. That's why a lot of our women are fucking nuts. They're crazy. And I had to find this out. I dated a girl that used to get raped by her uncle. And I'm like, damn, this girl crazy than a motherfucker. One minute she wanna kiss me, next minute I kiss her, she act a fucking fool. What's kissing on me for? You want some pussy? Well, damn, bitch, can I just give you a kiss? You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, hey, man, calm the fuck down, bro. Like, I can't give you a kiss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cut the bullshit. Next minute, I love you, baby. And I'll be like, I love you too. But I don't really mean it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't mean it because you're crazy than a motherfucker. But then once I found out about what these pedophiles doing to these little girls, they don't know what love is. They're always skeptical. And they don't trust a motherfucker because of that. And I had to learn. I had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? But I left Shorty alone and I realized, Shorty, she need counseling. She need help that I can't give her. And I try to give her boyfriend counseling, but it's different. Because when your counselor is fucking you, or your counselor wants to fuck you in the right way, it don't work. Because they're always going to be suspicious of you. Well, you're telling me that because I want to fuck you? No, I'm not. I'm telling you that because I'm trying to help you. But you can't be a counselor and a boyfriend at the same time. You can't be a psychiatrist and a boyfriend at the same time either. And that's what a lot of these men try to do. Then they say, black women crazy, black women ain't shit. It ain't that. It's just that imagine that you get taken advantage of like that. You get done like that. You know what I'm saying? How would you feel? Another example is, especially for this Charlamagne guy, tell me he had a party, I had a party. I had a little military party. I didn't care if no civilian girls came. They usually look better. You know what I'm saying? We were pretty girls out here. When I had a party, and there was a lot of people there. Because, I got a big house, out there where I stay at. And we had like 60 people at the house. And people say, oh, that's just 60 people. Bro, 60 people is a lot of people. And I had Like I said, about 55, 60 people at the house. And my boys came over, my core, which was about 10 of my boys, came to the house. And all of them brought a bottle, all of them brought beer. And the next 10 or 15 people came, which was my associates, females and males. All of them brought a bottle, all of them brought a beer. So we probably had like, I would say 20, 25 bottles of alcohol, like 20 cases of beer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a lot of alcohol. And something told me stay in the kitchen. So I stayed in the kitchen. Girls come in, they scared to drink, they come in. Who house is this? And I'm like, it's my house. And they're like, oh, this your house? Oh, this a nice house. I'm like, girl, don't come in here acting like Miss Sue. I said, you want something to drink or not? I said, I know you came over here to drink, listen to some music. I said, what's wrong with you? I knew what was wrong with them. They were scared. They feel like somebody's going to spike their drinks. That's why I said, don't open the drinks till a certain time. And when they came in, I opened the drinks in front of them. They hear the seals pop, so they know ain't nothing in there. They hear the juice pop, so they know ain't nothing in there, or whatever. And the sad part was, I had to stay in the kitchen the whole time. And once it got too thick, I cut the music off. I said, hey, let me tell all y'all niggas in here something. Let me tell all y'all females in here something. Ain't gonna be no spiking no motherfucking drinks in here. If you a player, or you a pimp, you should be able to get a bitch sober. You should be able to get a bitch when she be drinking. You should be able to get a bitch when she mad, angry, upset, happy, horny, not horny. You know what I'm saying? Just coming out of church, if you're a real player or you're a real pimp. If it don't come out of my fridge, don't drink it. If you have your own personal bottle in your hand, don't come in here and ask for no ice and no cup. You drink your own motherfucking bottle. You get ice, you get a cup, you drink that shit now. Don't take it and walk off. And people got mad. And now that I think about it, those were the perverts. What are you upset about? Because I said get a drink from the fridge. That way you know that it's safe, everything is good, and you can relax. You get what I'm saying? Perverts got mad. Oh, nigga, you a simp. You telling them not to drink and shit. I know, I never said don't drink. There was like 15, 20 bottles of alcohol in the refrigerator, bro. I mean, in the freezer. So they can drink. I just want them to be safe. And I don't want the motherfucking police at my house while my old lady and my kids there telling me somebody got raped. Well, they remember your face and they say you did something. Nope. I don't play them dumbass games. And the girls, I'm just in the kitchen chilling. They come in. Hey, you got vodka? You got Hennessy? You got this? Yeah, sure, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically a bartender. Couldn't even enjoy my motherfucking self. Because it had a bad vibe. I knew it was a pervert somewhere. And then when I found out who the perverts was, they was mad that I said what I said. What are you mad about that for? I'm protecting you. I'm protecting you to the point where everybody at the party's going to say, hey, this guy said ain't going to be no spiking and no drinks. Drink out the fridge. Because everything is closed up. You know what I'm saying? And if you drink a drink and you put it down, don't drink and pour it out. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave your drink. Keep your drink. Keep your drink with you the whole time. Keep your drink in front of you. Watch your drink. So we don't have these problems. That way nobody go to jail and get locked up on some bullshit. And I had motherfuckers getting mad about that. Calling me a simp. Saying that I'm overprotective of girls that don't belong to me. And I realized, oh, I had these type of motherfuckers up in here. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it, but I found out then. A lot of them was jealous because the females was in my face. And it wasn't that they was in my face because they want to talk to me. I got pictures of me and my wife on the wall, me and my kids on the wall. They didn't know I got a wife and kids. But they wasn't in my face to fuck. They was in my face because they respected me. And when they seen me out in the streets, or they seen me on the ship, or they seen me in other ports, they come up to me, they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I like you. I fuck with you. Like, I appreciate what you did and shit like that. You quiet, you don't talk a lot. But I appreciate you doing that. I had a good time. I was able to come in there and drink. Somebody spiked my drink before and something happened to me, but I was able to come in there and drink and relax, knowing that you wasn't gonna do that. And knowing the fact of seeing you up there on the wall with you and your daughters, knowing you weren't gonna do that to me. And that empowered me as a man. That made me feel good. And ain't nobody gonna call me no motherfucking simp or whatever. Like they say, the definition of that's been misconstrued. Ain't nobody gonna call me no simp and say I'm wrong for feeling that way. Or I'm wrong for feeling empowered. And that makes you feel good, but you ain't gonna get no pussy. I ain't worried about getting no pussy. I got a wife. You know what I'm saying? Pussy is always there. Sometimes I get mad and it ain't always there, but it's there. It's gonna be more there than me having to go out and go to clubs to find bitches. At least I know where it's at. It's at the house. You know what I'm saying? But he's right. These motherfuckers, they come out and they defend this whole shit. They defend this pedophile, this weird shit. I ain't defending that shit. Did I want to see the name dragged through the mud? The man name dragged through the mud? No, I didn't. But once I saw the videos about him bragging about it, oh nigga, you got a problem. And like 78 said, what about your daughter? What about your mom? My mom is 44 years old. You know, she had me young, but she only 44. You know what I'm saying? My mom's still fine than a motherfucker. Beautiful lady. How would you feel if you found out that Charlamagne drugged your mom? Drugged your little sister? Drugged your little cousin? Drugged your wife? Because your wife could go to a party and hang out and things like that. And you find out your wife been drugged. Now your tone changes. Now you're mad. Be consistent across the board. Don't be a hypocrite. And if you're going to be a hypocrite, because I've been a hypocrite at times, and I'm not saying that being a hypocrite is okay, but sometimes when I say, man, you being a hypocrite, and they tell me, well, this is why I feel that way. Oh shit, okay, you're not a hypocrite. You're just adjusting the situation due to what's going on. But you're not adjusting it just for yourself. You're adjusting it for a reason. Like, for instance, if somebody would have said, why you defending, 78, why you ragging on Charlamagne? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we contact the people in his community where he lives and then punish him that way? You didn't say that. You just saying, basically, 78, get off his back. No, you didn't say go find his hood, go find where he live at, go talk to them, let's campaign, sign a petition. He not allowed back over here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go find his neighborhood, try to get him moved out, try to get kicked out. There was nothing progressive like that. It was basically just get off his back. The 78 right. Y'all got to get off that white folks do it too shit. You know how much nasty, dirty, disgusting, foul, and vile shit that white people do? You mean to tell me that we're going to allow that to come into our community because they do it too? Have you lost your motherfucking mind? Have you? Just because a motherfucker jump off a cliff, you going to jump off too? Dumbass? Duck? Retard? No. That's not how that shit works. Motherfuckers don't get a pass because other people do it. And black people, we should know that. We get punished to the highest extent of the law. And we really got the nerves to say, well, other people do it too? Motherfucker, other people do it too and we get punished even worse. That means we need to be even more strict on ourselves so we can keep our ladies out of jail. So we can keep our, young sons and males out of jail. We got to do better. We got to move forward. Not make fucking excuses. Not make excuses. Motherfuckers gotta get it together. They do. They got to get it together. And UK fans, don't think I forgot about y'all. I forgot to mention that. Because I'm going to be back on y'all ass. Y'all got me fucked up. Motherfuckers leaving stupid ass comments on my page. Saying this, saying that. Saying they hate the LDBC. Motherfucker, I'm not even a part of the LDBC. The LDBC doing their thing. They ain't worried about what I'm doing. I got 10 motherfucking subscribers. All the people in the LDBC got usually around about 1,000 plus. The only person I seen under 1,000 was Carl Burrell. That was it. They ain't studying me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put in some work. I gotta drop some videos first before they start looking at me or fucking with me or let me do some collabs and shit like that. Don't worry about what they doing. I'm talking. Don't come leaving no LDBC comments on here. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with me right now. Don't worry about what they doing. And then I come to find out all these motherfuckers leaving all these fuck ass comments. I know I'm going off subject here, but I gotta do it. All these motherfuckers leaving these fuck ass comments. I go to their page, not one motherfucking video. And I ain't faulting them for it. But do a video to get my respect. Mention my name. Where I could at least say, well, let me hear what this brother got to say. Don't come leave a funky ass comment and think I'm finna go back and forth with your silly, dirty, nasty ass all day. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I got caught up in that shit, and I see why they don't do it. And I'm gonna start frying you motherfuckers. I do them videos in the morning while I'm just waking up. You know, I done gave my wife a kiss, gave my kids a kiss. I'm feeling real lovey-dovey. So I give you bitch ass niggas a break all the time. But it's nighttime now. Ain't nobody home. I ain't worried about my daughter coming out, hearing me call somebody a bitch ass nigga. Ain't nobody home at night. You know what I'm saying? Cause my wife work at night, and my mother-in-law works at night also. So she take the kids with her. So I'm gonna be on y'all motherfucking helmet. Y'all gonna stop trying my motherfucking intelligence. You know what I'm saying? After I done read these articles or seen them, y'all don't try my. Matter of fact, I'm finna save that for another video. Fuck that. I'm saving that for another video. Cause I'm in the mood to talk to a bitch crazy and back it up. But it's your boy Armed Forces Sports TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on. I'm about to go ahead and move to the next video. Sit down for a second, smoke me a cigarette. You know, I done bought me some gin. I'm finna go in the house and sip on that. So I'm finna be on y'all ass. I'm telling you, stop fucking playing with me. Don't try my intelligence. Peace out, y'all, man.